Hello and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that I know a lot of people have experienced and been through, and that's depression, anxiety, fears, and just, thoughts of quitting and giving up on life. So this is my story. I will just share a little bit of it. So 4 years ago, I went through depression and I didn't want to live anymore. I didn't think my life was worth living because moved. I moved from Chicago to Florida, and I was starting my high school year as a freshman, and I had little to no friends. And I really thought, like, yeah, I can't do this. But, my life isn't worth living. And it was other things too, the stress of school, the tests and the exams and the homework. Everything was just piling on me. And I was like, I can't do this. And just not having the support that I needed, I just felt like my life was worth ending and that it was better. I thought I was better off dead, honestly. And I really brought some serious harm to myself. I thought about ending it almost daily, I would say. And I would cry myself to sleep. And I just feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. Until I was like, okay. I knew that I didn't want to take my life. I knew that I didn't want it to end. I just wanted the pain to end. And so I was like, okay, we're going to keep trying. We're going to have one foot in front of the other. We're going to keep going because I didn't know if I was going to ever get out of my depressive mode. I didn't know if I was going to ever make it, to be honest. But I'm like, I have to try. I have to keep going because if I give up now, then my life is over. So might as well keep going. And it hurt a lot. The pain was so deep, but I just kept going. I was like, if I can just wake up every day and go to school and just go through the motions of it, I guess that's better than nothing. It's better than being dead. And so that was 4 years ago. And now I'm here talking to you guys about my story. And so it's not the end, it's only the beginning. And I would say the same thing for you. You may be going through something and you feel like it's impossible to go through it. Like, how am I going to ever overcome the loss of my mother, the loss of my father, or the loss of my best friend, or just you're just going through your own issues and your problems. And I'm here to tell you today that you can and you will make it out. Because just like 4 years ago, I thought I couldn't do it, and I really was contemplating taking my own life. And I am here today. The same goes for you. There is a light at the end of the tunnel that people talk about. It does get better. Now, I'm not gonna promise you every day is gonna be great and you'll never suffer again or you'll never cry again. Because there are days where I just feel like I'm doing so well. I'm like, oh my gosh, yay! I'm never gonna cry again. And then something happens and it triggers me and I go back to that depressed mode again. I was like, I thought I was doing good. I thought everything was fine. But I get sad again. And when I get sad, I allow myself to go through it. I'm like, okay. But I don't stay in it. I allow myself to go through it. I feel the emotions. I'm like, okay, I'm sad. I cry a bit. And I'm like, okay, dust yourself up. I pick myself back up and I keep going. And just taking that tiny step a day, just one step a day. It may seem so insignificant, like, oh, it's just one tiny step. I'm just brushing my teeth. I'm just taking a shower. I'm just eating. That's nothing. But I guarantee you, when you look back, you take tiny steps each and every single day. Tiny steps. You're going to look back 6 months from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now. You're going to realize, wow, those tiny steps that I took were huge steps. And they were huge milestones. Because now I may not have a happy life, but I'm not as depressed as I was 3 months ago or 3 weeks ago. And that's the whole purpose, is just to keep going, pick yourself back up and keep walking. You're gonna fall, you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have amazing days. But that's just something you go through. Those are days, and that's not you. It's something you go through. And I just want to let you guys know that life is hard, life is difficult, but you are loved, and God loves you, and He has a purpose. He has a big plan for your life. And if you stop right here, you don't get to see what God has in store for you, then you really do miss out on life and everything that life has to offer. And I just want to let you guys know that there is somebody that out there that cares and wants to see you thriving and wants to see you alive. If I have to be on here and tell you guys that, I'll be that person. And God is waiting for you. He wakes you up every single day because he's not done with you yet. There is so much more you have to accomplish here on this earth. There are so many people that you haven't met. And if you give up, then you'll never see them. You'll never change other people's lives too. And so you may be thinking what you're going through is really insignificant and that nobody cares, but trust me, there are others who are going through the exact same thing that you're going through. And maybe the pain is so deep and you don't think you're gonna get through it. I promise you, just hang on. Do not lose hope. Never lose hope, because you lose hope, you lose everything. And I've been there, and it was hard and it was difficult, but you gotta hang on. You gotta hang on, because God, who started the good work in you, he will finish it. God doesn't start something and just stop and says, it's too hard for me, I can't. Nope. God doesn't do that. He helps you. There are going to be times where you don't feel like you want to get up in the morning and make up your bed. And those are the times you got to force yourself to do it. It's just, you got to do it. You got to see life through all the way to the end. Okay? Because I promise you, life is worth living. And I wish I had known that 4 years ago. I'm like, how am I going to ever make it out? But now I'm like, life is worth living. There's so many things that I haven't yet experienced and I want to experience. And if I had quit on myself, if I had given up, then I don't know where I would be. I would probably be dead by now. Honestly, I'm just being open and honest with you guys. And so the things that you go through can be a testimony and it can help other people. So don't think for a moment that anything that you may be going through is insignificant to God, because he can use that pain for a bigger purpose. And so that if that's sharing your story, then that's sharing your story. If that's helping somebody else who's going through it, then that's what he's going to use it for. Just don't lose hope. Please don't ever lose hope. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep going. Because there are others who are going through the exact same thing. And they've made it out. And you will too. Keep looking to Jesus. Have him be your source of hope. Because he overcome the world. And greater is he that lives in me than the one that lives in the world. So we have the hope. We have all the hope we need. My hope, and I hope your hope is not in vain. Like, our hope should be in God. And if you don't believe in God, hold on to something that's going to give you hope. Hope in something that will help you get through the hard times and tough days. Because there are going to be some tough times, but you will make it through. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you will see it. Do not give up now. Life is full of endless possibilities, and you give up, then you'll never know. So this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys are doing okay, and you guys are doing well, mentally, physically, spiritually. And I just wanted to come here just to be a voice of encouragement, to just help you keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep moving forward. And keep looking to Jesus, because he is the author and the perfecter of our faith. And until next time, I'll see you in my next video. And long live King Jesus.